What's up, guys? I am excited for today's video, and it's going to be a quickie, but Kelly Clarkson was kind of going off on country music, and one of you tagged me in a little video on Twitter, and I agreed with a lot of what she was saying, so I tried for like an hour to figure out where did this come from, and I finally found the clip where the Twitter video had come from, and it was a Q&A on a live stream Q&A that I guess was on Facebook and YouTube for her upcoming talk show that's going to be premiering because she's going to have a daytime talk show. And she, as part of it, ended up talking about country music. And so I haven't watched the full clip of whatever she was saying. I've seen the little 1-minute edited version, and I'm intrigued to hear the rest of what she has to say. Now, Kelly Clarkson is obviously a pop star, the first ever winner of American Idol, singer of A Moment Like This and Since You've Been Gone and Stronger and a bunch of big hits. And Meaning of Life, her last pop album, supremely underrated. That's such a good album. But she's always been a friend of country music. I mean, not only is she the daughter-in-law of Reba McEntire because she's married to Reba's son, but she's like sang with Vince Gill. She had this on a song called Don't Rush. She had a song called Tie It Up like a decade ago maybe that got to like 50 on country airplay. She sang with Jason Aldean and Dan and Shay on singles, and I think that she's always been a friend of country music and a country gal. She's from Texas, and so, I mean, everyone likes Kelly Clarkson. She speaks her mind, she's funny, and I just want to watch this clip and just kind of weigh in on whatever it is she has to say. This video could be a dud, but I hope it's not.
It's slang for country music.
What? Oh, you know why? Because country music doesn't sound country anymore. So they're making up terms to be like, this is country music is gone. Like, I don't know who's making it, but there might be like 4 people. Because now it's like weird rap, like weird word rap. And I'm like, I love that. Like when I started doing country, they were like, oh, you're pop. You're not country enough. I'm like, I'm sorry. Let me show you this list of the top 20. Which, by the way, did not include one female. It's fine. But country music doesn't even sound country anymore. And this is it. I'm not even in the country music industry. I'm not even trying to get played on country radio. Here's the thing. I just love country music. Okay? So why don't we just all start putting our 80s and 90s records on, okay? And let's figure out, what is country music? What's the sound we like again? Because it's not what you're playing on the radio. I'm mad about it. That's right, because I'm a fan. And I like to go to shows, and I don't want to feel like I'm at some weird rock show where they start rapping. What? Why are you rapping in country music? Like, I don't understand it. Like, I mean, I get, let's be progressive. I get it. I'm all about being progressive. But, like, come on. And it's not just one. There's, like, a lot of y'all. And it's bad. Sorry.
You're ready for your next YouTube challenge.
Yes. I'm ready for country music to hate me. But you know what? I know a lot of country artists right now that are agreeing with me. They ain't gonna say it because they're trying to still get played.
That's true.
But everybody's mad.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't play people with boobs either. It's fine. It's like, oh, they got boobs. They're not a man. We can't play you. Get out of here. It's like, what happened? The 90s was filled with, do you want me to go off on like how many women were so monumental in my, like, I'm a singer. I'm not even in country music. And I was so inspired by Reba, Trisha, Patty. I mean, I could keep going. Martina. Help me out here. Terry. I mean, there were so many, the Judds, Winona, like there's so many women. What? Dolly? Shania? Like, I'm all these women from the 90s. What is happening in country music? This is what's happening. Y'all aren't playing country music anymore. It's like, what? Anyway, fine. And I whoop. That's my, wow. I'm mad about it.
Wow. Okay. Damn! Okay, first off, just like, that's why people like Kelly Clarkson, you know? There's so many pop stars that say the right things, and Kelly Clarkson speaks her mind and always has, and that's why people like her and why she's getting a talk show. Hopefully she has a thick skin and can handle when people are mad at her for these statements. I really agree with all of them, and there's a few things that I heard in there that I would want to like point out specifically. Kelly talks about her basic point is, what happened to country music? When I pull up like the top 20 on Spotify, that's not country. And yeah, that's what we've all been saying for a long time now. It's like, and I'm not even talking about like the standard guys that get hated on of like the bros. I'm talking this kind of like weird, like metro kind of synthy pop country that a lot of Nashville is pushing. I mean, you see these duos, kind of guys like Seaforth that they're pushing now, and like Fillmore, and you're just like, what? This is what we're pushing as country? And I think what Kelly said that's really well stated here is like, country, do you remember your sound? Do you remember what's good about you? Like that is the whole thing that's so frustrating is country had this competitive advantage. It has its own different palette of sounds that make it cool, and it's like country music is trying to bury those things is what it sometimes seems like. And so I really resonate with her anger as she's expressing that, and I know a lot of you guys do too. I mean, this is similar to when my Snaptrack video blew up and it really connected with a lot of people. Another big point that she makes in this is that the country radio is not playing women. Now, this is a well-documented subject. I mean, everything from the Tomato Gate / Salad Gate scandal to the even like the High Women who just have an album out now that are speaking out about the plight of women in country music. There's just not many venues where women are getting pushed in a way that seems fair. Now, I say it all the time on this channel. I'm an equal opportunity guy. I am not an equal outcome guy. So I don't think it needs to be that women and men have 50-50% on radio, but I don't think you can really look at the systems that the mainstream uses to break artists and say that women are getting just as many shots as guys. And that's a bummer. And I just like that Kelly's calling it out. And what I like about this is it's just kind of, it's not so like in the weeds. The main thing that I really, really liked that she said in this was, I'm mad because I'm a fan. Those were the words she said. I'm mad because I'm a fan. And that's exactly how I feel. You know, I'm not claiming to be a country person. I'm sitting here wearing my first piece of merch ever, my Can Say I Ain't Country shirt. So I'm not claiming to be a country person. I'm not claiming to be inside the industry. I'm not claiming to be one of the musicians that's putting out these records. I'm a fan of country music, and that's why I bother to get mad about it, because I love you, country music, and I feel what she's saying here, which is, I grew up listening to like women like, you know, Trisha and Shania and Dolly and these people that it was meaningful to me to have them to look up to. Country music and its storytelling was helpful to me as a person and a performer, and I'm mad that we are going to these kind of just like vanilla club-ish sad pop songs. And yeah, I agree. Everyone agrees. And what she said about artists reaching out and saying a lot of people feel the same way, that is very true. You know, I'm sure she experiences it to one level, but just being kind of like a public country music dude, I get a lot of DMs from people, and some of the guys that, you know, maybe are making the music that I don't even like, that say, you know, they want the sound of country music to go back. And it's always on the DL, like she's saying, but a lot of people in Nashville do feel this way. Now, the flip side of what I would say to Kelly is that I think this opinion is becoming incorrect, and that's awesome. Like, what a blessing. But I think that the sound of country music and popular mainstream country music and what's getting played on the radio, it is changing. And it is starting to remember as a format what makes it special, what makes it different. It's remembering, oh, we got our own instruments, we got our own way of telling stories. And you look at, I mean, all the people I usually name, you look at people like Luke, you look at Riley Green's new single, you listen to John Party's music, and he's got all these songs with Janae Fleener on fiddle, and you've got Runaway June kind of bringing back some Dixie Chicks vibes. You've got Ashley McBryde doing some of that awesome storytelling from a woman's perspective that Kelly is saying that she wants. I do think things are getting better rapidly. And so I don't really think that this is going to continue to have to be the argument that people make, but I do think it's a really great summation in a lighthearted, fun way of how people feel right now about country music. And I just, I'm glad I watched the full video, because it is really funny, because it's just how people feel. It's how people feel. And Kelly, I'm right there with you. And if she ever wanted to come and make some more stuff in country music, I know she sometimes performs with Reba on awards shows, and she's around. She's a friend of the industry. She even put up a video today of her singing 9 to 5 for her talk show. So I like it. I like that she's kind of like one of the only big stars that could weigh in this way, because she doesn't really have much of a radio career. She is respected in country music in a way that people like her, but she doesn't really have anything to lose in terms of offending like the pharaoh of country radio. So I'm glad she said something, and it made for a very entertaining watch. I feel like I'm going to use little clips of this all the time, and I can't wait. So thanks, Kelly Clarkson. Thanks you guys, and have a good day.